You win.
Ooh, child. Things is gonna get better now. Oh, it's on loop. It's on loop. That's right, guys. That's right. Thank you. But you guys don't have to make any noise for me. You're gonna have to make noise for somebody special. We got somebody special in the building. Now, before we get this episode started, if you guys are just joining us, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It is easy and it is free. And speaking of free, if you guys are into free things, go ahead and check out Chiko Roku. The link is in the description. Go get yourself a free NFT every single day. Some of you guys might not be into it, but how could you say no to free? You don't even need a wallet if you're illiterate with the Web3. All you need is your email. Go sign up, get into it. We're going to get into it. All right. Today, we got a special guest. We got Danny the Bull in the building. We're not going to waste any more time. We're going to get him in here. We're going to get to know him. We're going to find out what he's all about, what makes him tick, what makes him talk. And we're going to find out whether he has a TikTok. He might. I'm not too sure. But if you guys are joining us and if you guys like this type of content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's get Danny back in.
What's good?
Yo, how you feeling, Danny?
Good, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. Whoa, man, that collection behind you is wild.
Yeah, thanks.
Wild. Wow, man. I see the wrestlers in there. You watch wrestling?
Yeah. I still watch wrestling, man.
You still watch wrestling?
I got back into it for my kids. Like when my son was like, I would say 5 years old. So that was about 10 years ago.
Okay.
I'd been out of it for a little while.
Right.
Then I started watching it with him. And then he stopped watching it, but I kept watching it. Now my daughter watches it. So,
oh, are they watching Logan Paul and everybody?
yeah, they like Logan Paul.
That's
my,
right.
My daughter's upstairs drinking a Prime, one of his drinks or whatever.
No way. He really pushed that brand out there. Everywhere I go, I see Prime.
Yeah, and he's got so much pull and so much influence, and people who just follow him. It's amazing, man. How he can just push a product, get it out into stores, and he's geared towards young kids who can buy the bevs.
Yeah, man, he has a lot of influence, and I don't think we understand how big he is in the wrestling world, and we both know how wrestling fans are and how loyal they are, right?
Yeah, 100%.
What was your favorite wrestling team?
Back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day.
Damn, man, there are a few. British Bulldogs, I like them. I like Demolition, Legion of Doom.
Okay.
Road Warriors.
How old are you?
I'm 46.
Okay. I see. I'm 41, so you're a little bit before me when it came to the wrestling. When I was into wrestling, it was Tatanka, Big Boss Man, Jake the Snake, that whole group of things, man. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into it because we're here with a limited amount of time and we got some questions to ask you. But first, I gotta ask you, did you get into crypto or NFTs? What was your introduction?
Crypto was my introduction to the NFT game.
Okay, and how did you get into crypto?
So, man, it started in 2017. Bitcoin was popping off. One of my friends at work, I was talking to him about it. Went down a rabbit hole, did some research on Ethereum, and then Ripple was just getting started. And I thought I had to, I missed, at that point, I thought I had missed the train on like Bitcoin. Now here was XRP. And so I did a lot of research and bought some XRP before it. And, like when you have to go through like 12 steps to buy it and things like that.
Kind of like the OMI.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, early on XRP. But then, the market tanked and I didn't have that conviction that I have now. And so the market tanked and I kind of like left, I sold some stuff and I left it. And then 2020 hit, got, heavy into investing and went down that crypto rabbit hole. And that's how I got it.
How did you find OMI? Is OMI how you got introduced to Vivi?
Yeah. So OMI, so Andre Jick was on Millennial Money or something like that, meet Kevin and whatnot. And he was talking about OMI token. I was really interested in the NFT sector, but I didn't know how to approach it. There were too many NFT projects out there for me. And OMI made sense because of the licensed IP and they had like DC at the time. This is before they had Marvel. So I thought this makes sense. They had Alfred Kahn on board. I did a lot of research for a couple months before I started buying some Omi. And I originally wasn't buying Vivi stuff. I was just, into Omi. But then around like Golden Moments is when I started buying Vivi NFTs.
Yeah. Do you remember your first drop?
Was the Ron English, the damn, that the one with like the three
Oh,
guys
okay. Yeah,
together,
yeah,
the
yeah.
cartoon serial killers.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot what they're called, but yeah, Kripkins. Is it a Kripkin?
It's not a
It's not a
Krypton.
Kripkin. No, it's not a Kripkin.
No, it's a serial killers. Now he got he got like Count Chocula, and he does, what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it was like the three-headed like Rice Krispie
Oh,
guy.
yeah, the Rice Krispies. Okay, the Rice Krispies
Yeah,
drop.
I landed that. That was the first one I landed.
Okay.
So I was a little late on the VV side of things. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Because I
Oh,
was so focused on crypto. I didn't.
and
I'm sorry. I'm the type of person who goes like all like I have a strong personality in terms of once I get into something, I get into something. So I didn't want to get into VV because I was busy accumulating my OMI and my other tokens.
so what was it about crypto that got you interested in crypto? Was it the numbers game? Was it just chasing, playing the graphs? What was it about it that got you interested in crypto?
Yeah, I think like part of it was the fact that it moved so fast, right? And there's so much opportunity if you do it well. Then like the whole just being on the forefront of a new technology was is super interesting and captivating to me. The fact that it's so community driven, the fact that I felt like I was early to it, just like the whole
Right, right.
built around it.
The whole package. Now, you in 2017, you got into Bitcoin, then XRP. Did you make any money with them that got you excited on OMI, or you say you let it go until 2020? But did you let it go because you were losing money? What was the situation then?
Yeah, so I'd made some money, but then I lost. I held it, right? I didn't know about
Oh,
the 4-year
mm,
cycles. I didn't,
mm.
and it was so early that I don't think it was hard to predict the cycles, right? Because it was like on only like that was like Bitcoin's third cycle, but really altcoins were just really getting started. That was when like the ICO craze was. So I didn't know about the timing and all that. And when it dropped and went down to zero, I didn't know enough. I thought like, all right, it might not come back. I didn't have the conviction that it would come back.
Mm.
And so that's how I let it go.
Was that cycle your first experience in seeing a cycle come in and out like that?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, okay. Did you experience the same thing in Vivi when we had the cycle with the collectibles? Were you able to sell on the top and stay away from it, or did you end up crashing as well?
I crashed. I sold some, but not enough.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't do
yeah.
too bad though. I didn't get killed. Like I didn't buy top of the market.
Okay,
I
okay.
bought pre-January. I bought heavy, like I would say November, December, pre-big pump. Made a couple bad decisions, but overall, I didn't like crunch numbers or anything, but I didn't get killed, but I didn't take, the profits I should have. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think a lot of people did because maybe the people that sold probably bought other stuff and that
That's
went down
right.
also. So
Correct. And you couldn't cash out.
and you couldn't cash out, right? Well, some
Yeah.
people were cashing out. Shout out Kobe Collects. All right, so my next question: were you a collector before coming into Vivi?
So I've always like been I never really consider myself like a collector, but I collected baseball cards heavy growing up. I collected comics, but not like, just here. I didn't read them or anything, or know much about them. I just had a stack of them. And the stuff behind me, but like I just buy things that I like that I want to display. I don't like collect a certain type of collectible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But I was always kind of a collector.
Did you ever collect card like besides baseball cards? Like, are you into X-Men? What is your favorite genre on Vivi?
So I like the stuff that I'm nostalgic about, like 80s stuff, like RoboCop stuff, Rambo. I like the Star Wars stuff. I like Marvel. I would say those are the three. Yeah,
Fantastic Four or X-Men?
X-Men.
Oh, what's your
Darn.
favorite character? What's your favorite character?
X-Men character?
Yeah.
I gotta go Wolverine.
Wolverine. All right. So if they drop, let me ask you this. This is going to be a personal question, man. If you don't feel like answering, please don't answer.
All right.
Just to arcade, you're getting too close to home. All right. If they drop a Wolverine and if they drop four different Wolverines and give you an airdrop just like they did Hulk, are you going to be happy?
Yeah.
You will.
Why you'd rather just have one?
Ooh, depends. Which
So
one
you're
would you get?
saying the 4 with
Yes,
the
and then
airdrop
with an
versus
airdrop
1. Is that what
versus
you're saying?
one.
I think I'd prefer. Well, it depends how many edition sizes. There are a lot of variables here,
Okay, okay, okay.
right? So it depends on if it's a low edition single FA. I would prefer that.
Which Wolverine? I think that matters. The yellow brown suit, Weapon X. If it's the Weapon X, nobody's gonna care. Imagine that could be the airdrop. Because if we get 4 Wolverines in the airdrop, you could get the yellow one, the brown one. You could get Wolverine, some Wolverine. There's so many with different Wolverines. I think that'll
Or
be
old Logan,
old Logan.
old
That would.
ass Logan. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Do you consider yourself a master collector?
No, I don't. I don't consider myself a master collector. That would
Mm,
insult. I don't put myself in the same category as true master collectors out there because I see what they do. I see how they grind. I see how they collect specific mint numbers and just go all out. So I would not put myself in their category.
that's right. That's right. And speaking of master collectors, the MCP points.
Mm.
Is that something that you go chasing for that game? Are you collecting items just for that, or?
Nah, I don't. And this goes also part to my whole. So my whole strategy is I'm crypto based, right? And so I had a
Mm,
pretty decent collection, but I had sold most of my stuff in, I want to say November of last year to load up on, Bitcoin was like 16,000, Ethereum was super cheap. Omi was in 000 like 7 range. So I'd sold off my collection. And now a few months ago, I just started buying things back.
okay.
So I bought back a Todd. I bought back a Superman. And I started collecting here and again here and there. So I don't play the MCP game. Also because it's been so long. I feel like if it was active
Mm,
and we were spending those points, I'll be more incentivized
right,
to
right,
play the
right.
game, and that's when I'm going to start really playing the game.
Mm. That's interesting to hear. All right, so since you come from from a crypto's perspective, and I think we've heard this sentiment before, everything needs to have utility. So because you're from a crypto background, does everything need to have utility, or does can this be a collectible space where people just collect to collect? Right?
Yeah, no,
Because
I
sometimes.
think yeah. I don't think everything needs to have. I think it's a collect. If it's a collector's app and that's the platform, dropping the VV verse, and if the VV verse is as it's been like portrayed, are you in beta or no? Do you have
No,
access?
no, no.
All right. So a lot of people have talked about VV verse and how good the collectibles look, and the creator tools that are in there. I think that gives most of this stuff utility because now you can utilize it in this world and interact with the collectibles, and people can come visit your vault.
Right,
You
right.
can set you can you're only limited by your creativity. And so I think it's impossible to give all these things utility. The other part of it that gives them utility is the master collector's points, right? The reward system. But the breadth of like the number of collectibles that they drop, everything can have utility. It would
Right,
be
right.
cool if like certain things like token gate, like certain parts of VVverse, or if, when Disney dropped and Golden Moments first dropped and they gave out the free subscription to Disney Plus, stuff like that's cool. But I think from a collector's standpoint, the real joy of collecting is showing your stuff off. And I think the VVverse will give them the utility that they need.
Do you think that the user base that we have currently is the type of user base that's going to transition over to a environment like the VVverse as easily as we would like to?
Yeah. You mean
Is
in terms of
onboarding,
um
onboarding everybody, start using that.
yeah, I think so. I think a good strong I think two things. One, the daily collectors, the people who are there are going to be onboarded to VVverse. I think they're going to get it, they're going to embrace it, they're going to love it. I think it also has the potential to bring other people back, people who left for a variety of reasons, right? Maybe the price is going down. Maybe they don't have, when you first download the app and you start buying stuff, the AR thing is cool, right? You can take pictures. After a little while, that gets a little old, right? At least I didn't utilize it as much. I set up my vault early on. I would be setting up my vault and trying to, move things around, but it was janky. And so I stopped. And so
Mm.
there wasn't much use case of the app, right? Other than buying and selling. I think VVverse, with the social aspect also built in, so now we can interact with one another in a variety of ways, opens the door to hopefully bring back some users who left because they were, just bored of it or disenfranchised or whatever, disgruntled.
Yeah. What do you think Vivi can implement in the Viviverse to keep people on there all day?
Yeah.
What can they possibly do for us? Like, go ahead. Yeah.
I think the ability to create, and I think that's there.
Right.
And just give people access to, like, you're very creative, right? You're super talented guy. The stuff that you're gonna make there, I'm sure is gonna be awesome, along with other artists. So the tools to create, the ability to interact with one another, and some level. So I don't think they need to go too deep into gamification. I think that people will gamify it themselves. Like, we'll be able to
Right.
create our own, like, Easter egg hunts and whatever it is, like create a maze. But even if they build in simple games like that and social events and leverage the community, I think that they have an opportunity to make it like a sticky environment where people, like,
Nice. Yeah,
go-
yeah. I'm with you. I think that Vivi could do
you
so
agree?
much. Yeah, I do agree. I think that, I mean, it'll be awesome if you're able to possibly go hit a drop in the Viviverse. So
Mhm.
maybe during the time of a drop,
Yeah.
Vivi can display that they're getting numbers of people using it during that time frame, right? To
Yeah.
attract maybe more companies or more people. Maybe even MCP points for spending time in the Viviverse
Yeah.
type of situation. But yeah, we would need some type of incentive to spend time in there. But I think that yeah, showing off your stuff. I used to spend time in the vaults as well. And in the beginning, that's all I was doing. I was decorating, trying to make it trippy, but you weren't able to invite nobody, and
Yeah.
it was not fun.
Were you good at it?
Um, I'm a weirdo, so I wanted mine to look like a mirror, like how you go in a carnival and then everything looks trippy.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
my vision. It was just really abstract, but I had a lot of fun doing it. And my goal was, oh, maybe I can build a space and people could just come. I want to have a party in the Viviverse.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was one of the reasons I started my VV Arcade, is just to bring everybody together and play games.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my
Dope.
goal was to do that in the Viviverse. Stuff like maybe even possibly do things for Omi in the Viviverse would be dope.
Yeah.
And
100%.
speaking of Omi, you're a crypto guy. So
Yeah.
Omi's your first love, right? Before VV collectibles.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about the utility of Omi being MCP?
I think it's a good start.
Okay.
I like the fact that I think that it's necessary to make, for Omi, it's necessary to make VV collectors need Omi, right?
Right.
And so I think that it shouldn't. I think there needs to be a balance because it's a collector's app and it's like rewards to buy collectibles. So Omi shouldn't overpower it. But I do like the idea of locking up people, being incentivized to buy and hold Omi and be rewarded for it through the collectibles side of things.
Right. Do you think that if we get a pump, short term and long term, which one will be more beneficial to hold for you in your eyes?
Between the collectibles and the token,
Yes.
I think the token um, would be, because I think the token could do a good, and I think that, so it's a couple, so it's complicated because I think if it's on the collectible side, I think you have to pick the right collectibles is one. Two,
Mm-hmm.
if Omi does a 50x, right? It's wherever it's at. I think that's like 4 cents or something. If a collectible does a 50x, in order to get the liquidity and get that money, you have to undercut other people, right? Because like if a
Oh,
collectible, so let's say Todd does a 50x. Todd is at, let's say it was at $1,000 and it goes to $50,000. In order to sell that, I think you're gonna have to undercut people. Like they're not.
right,
I can sell my Omi at at the in through an exchange at spot, and
right, right,
it'll
right, right,
sell. Sell a
right.
collectible, you're competing with other buy orders that are all visible, and so you have to undercut, and then you also take cuts in terms of the percentages that goes to Vivi and the licensor, and then 10% cash out.
Mm,
So you're taking like a
true, true.
20%, right? So you close the 20% cut right there. So that's why for me, but on the flip side, owning the collectibles is cooler also because that has utility, right? I have my tokens and they sit around, but if I have money in the collectibles side of things, I can appreciate them, interact with them in the VV verse and whatnot. So
Right,
it's
right.
different. It's different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When
Mhm.
I got into VV through the NFT part of it. I used to do my own NFTs maybe a year and a half before I got into VV. And I never really understood I made a little bit of money on crypto, but it was an accident. I put money
Yeah,
in Anchor, ANKR.
yeah, I
I
know.
don't know if you
Yeah, yeah.
accident. For some reason, this was maybe 3, 4 years ago. I put some money in there and I ended up making money somehow. I pulled it out and I ended up happy. I didn't really play it because I had lost money as well. So when I got into the NFT space, and I realized that the Omi token was attached to it. In the beginning, I started buying Omi, and I
Yeah,
lost some of it trying to transfer it over to the Vivi
yeah,
wallet. I
yeah,
finally got some in the Vivi wallet because I said to myself, okay, if they ever give us a reward for holding Omi, it's going to be for holding it in the wallet, right?
yeah,
Fast forward 2 years later, right? We're here.
yeah.
The people that have been holding their Omi in their wallet for the past 2 years don't get no rewards. Do you feel any type of way about that? And did you even bother to put it in the wallet?
I didn't.
Oh,
I don't feel I did. I just put it in the wallet recently. Yeah, once
okay.
they started the program. Um, I don't feel upset because it wasn't like they didn't say like if you hold it from this point, you're gonna get right.
Right.
They said in November of whatever that was, 2020. Was that 2022? I lose track of time. November 2022, I think the new article drop of the new OUP, home utility. That's when they said that they would implement reward people for holding only and locking it up. I was upset that it took so long to get out, but I wasn't upset that I wasn't rewarded for holding like pre November 2022. So yeah, I think like for more so, I would be upset about like MCP points, right? Like that's taken
Mm,
a long time to like get
yeah.
out, and we're now closing. We're getting into the fourth quarter, and so I think that people who have been people playing that MCP game, like you're playing that MCP game, right?
No, I'm
So
not. I'm not. I'm not.
you're not. All
No,
right.
no, 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 no.
All right. So all the people who are like stacking things that they don't love or like, and they're buying
Yeah,
them, and they're not able to utilize those points, that's a little frustrating. I'm a patient person, but I can understand frustration around that.
I could definitely understand frustration around that as well. Because if I was playing the game,
Yeah,
I would be riding in the streets of the crypto space, right, or the web 2.5
in the
space.
VV verse.
Yeah, yeah, the VVverse space. So yeah. Oh, speaking about utility and Omi, would you even the last time I bought Omi was 2 years ago.
Mm,
Embarrassing, right? Well, probably a good thing. I still haven't bought it because the same thing, the same perks that I get for buying Omi, I get for buying comic books.
yeah,
So, do you think that they should give extra points for Omi? Would you like that idea? What do you think they could do different in that situation?
yeah. I don't think so because I think it's a collectibles app first and foremost, right? And so you can't have the token overpower the collectibles in that part of the system.
Oh, I see. I see.
But there are other ways to get them to incentivize people to buy OMI, and that's through things like the bronze tickets, right?
Mm.
So sell bronze tickets only through the OMI token. Sell collectibles, accessories. Make OMI. So if it was me, I would, and I was them, I would make OMI the currency of the VV verse, right?
Ooh.
I don't think
Ooh.
they'll do that because
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
creates a barrier for people, right? But I think it should. If not, if it's not the currency, it should play a big part in spending money in the VVverse, buying accessories. You have to use Omi. And now you're a collector. You're building your vault. You want to add some dope shelves on in your vault. You need Omi to
Right,
pay for
right,
that. That's
right,
how I
right,
would.
right,
That's how I
right.
would go about it. So now you're not cheapening the collectible side of things.
True story. True story. I'm gonna have to move on some of these questions because we're almost time for this trivia game.
All right.
Let me see. MCP, are you playing this strategy has changed? Has your strategy changed from the when you first came onto the space until today? What is your
Yeah.
strategy when you go into the marketplace? What is something that makes you want to buy it?
Yeah. So for me, it changed because I shifted my thinking. I used to back in November, December, I was thinking what's going to pump. And, I was buying Ultraman. I didn't like Ultraman, but I knew Ultraman was going to pump when it was cheap. So now I'm buying things that I like that might not even go up, like Rambo or whatever, but also buying things that I think are very undervalued that are like Todd. I think that's a big one, right? I think the
Right, right,
Superman's a big one. I want to pick up another Miles. I want to pick up like even a common, whatever that is, rare, whatever it is, Miles Morales.
right,
So I had
right.
sold mine. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna.
yeah,
I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one. Stuff that's undervalued. You always got even the Lamborghinis,
yeah. I
right?
picked up. I got
Yeah.
one on drop. The
Okay.
Murcielago,
Ooh, which color?
the white, the ultra rare.
Ooh,
So I wanted that one or the black one.
the black one's fresh. The black
Black one's
one's.
dope.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right, all right, all right. The black one's dope. All right, we're gonna start moving. Oh, all right. Let's stay on Vivi for one last question. Cryptoys. That's horrible segue. Cryptoys. They are promising interoperability with their Disney IP. Oh, maybe they haven't said Disney. They probably will give us interoperability with just their ZooFOs. Are you in Cryptoys?
I have one of
Okay.
I've messed around. I've checked it out.
All right. If they were to bring interoperability with the Mickey Mouse and Darth Vader, are people going to feel a certain type of way in VV?
I think, yeah, people will feel it's a type of way because they want, like we've been promised interoperability first and foremost, right? And a certain portion of the VV population really wants it. They'll be triggered and upset by that, right? Because part of what VV says is that its licensors are getting in the way of interoperability. So that kind of like negates that argument. So yeah, people are going to get upset if they see these brands that are on VV, but VV has said like the licensors don't want
Right.
interoperability, but if they're allowed it on Cryptoys, people can get pissed.
My personal take on it, I don't want these VV things out.
Mhm.
I know people are going to be upset at me right
Yeah,
now.
I don't care either. I mean, but I do think you should have the option to self custody.
You should, if you do take, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like, interoperability. So like there are a couple of things like people think interoperability and self custody. Like interoperability is also like the ability to move things to other platforms and whatnot, right? I don't think that really matters because I think that VVverse or VV is the place. But I think it's important to allow for self custody and true ownership. Just because I own all like this stuff, I can give this to whoever I want. It's mine. I paid for it.
Right.
I don't want anyone else, jacking my stuff.
With transfers, if they brought transfers back, would you be all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh yeah. So we got the Cryptoys McFarlane. Let's talk about McFarlane. Are you on McFarlane?
Yeah, I like McFarlane.
Oh, me too. I love McFarlane.
Yeah.
Have you checked out their showrooms? Obviously.
Yes.
Do you think the VVverse is going to be able to compete with that?
I think it'll be better.
Oh,
yeah.
Spicy!
Let's go!
No! Oh yeah. All right. I can dig it. I can dig it. I'm not gonna take it personal. But speaking of personal, I'm gonna ask you a personal question. Right. If you don't want to answer it, man.
Go, man. I like personal questions.
Please. The Batmobile.
Yeah.
Overall, how do you feel about that drop?
I thought it looks dope. I love it. I felt like it was too many edition sizes for their user base. They have a fraction of VV's user base. And I feel like if they dropped less editions of it, one, I think 33% of it didn't sell. And they just, they got rid of them.
Right.
Had they minted like 500 of them, I think it would have gotten headlines because it's such an iconic drop. And I think that they would have got attention, headlines, momentum. Instead, it was kind of like, but there wasn't a lot of hype. There was like hype like a month ago, but on day of the drop, I don't think that there was a ton of hype. But I think
there wasn't a ton of hype.
Looks
Do you
dope.
think that one of the reasons it didn't get no hype was what do you have any theories on why it didn't get any hype?
I think it was the edition sizes. People were not. When
Mm,
people saw it, they thought that um, it just. A lot of people look at things in terms of value proposition, right? Like, what's it going to be worth? And that's what they get hyped about. So when they see a dope drop come out, if there are too many editions of it, then the hype kind of dies down.
mm.
So I think that's part of it.
Do you think that instead of them dropping 1,500 editions, they drop maybe 500 of this Batmobile and then 500 of a silver
Yeah, but dope
Yeah.
too. Like deck out some rims on it. Yeah,
Yes.
variant. Yeah,
Yes. I think they dropped the ball on that. One more
yeah.
question. This might be too personal. I don't know if you want to answer it or not. Are you upset that the XP points, the people that had XP, I mean, they had just reset the XP that Monday, and
Yeah.
XP wasn't even included in the Batmobile drop. Did that bother you at all?
Not because I was on allow list one anyway.
Did they need more allow list? Maybe that's the question because I thought they
So
did.
for that particular drop, I think because I had a Bane, I
Mm,
was on allow list one.
right.
I think that what they've kind of screwed up their allow list
Mm,
because they allow like people to mint five of something. And they didn't do this for the Batmobile drop, which was good. But like I think the Superman drop was only two. But there have been things where you can mint five,
right.
and that's way too much.
True.
So things don't get to like allow list two or the public because you're allowing a small population of people to eat them all up. So you know, I think that I love the fact that they have a working XP and they have a working reward system. I haven't agreed with all their decisions in terms of how they utilize it.
Okay, okay. I think that something else that took a left turn. I think Trevor not being around. I know people are gonna put salt in my game. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I think that people were too harsh on him and him not being around. Personal opinion.
Yeah,
Because he was always in the spaces,
yeah,
hyping it up with Dino. I know people don't like Dino. I
yeah.
like Dino.
I like Dino.
Um, and people were putting too much. They were just too upset for no reason. I think they blew it out of proportion, and him not being around actually affected the drop. What do you think about that?
It's good. It's quite possible because they don't have that. So what I think they need is that person to run the spaces. I mean, official. Like Dino is he's YouTuber. They need their version of like Alex, right? Their
Right.
version of Ryan or someone who works for the company who's a community manager and in charge of community building. And Trevor was kind of wearing that hat along with his other hats. But then the problem is, he got called out for whatever. And like you said, a lot of people are mad at him. And he's being investigated. Um,
Mm,
that took him out of that role. And now that,
right.
but they
Right.
don't have anyone to plug into that role, and
Right.
they need someone to run their spaces and build their community because that's something that Vivi did really well was build out the community and leverage the community and grow it. And so I agree with you that it could have you know lessened the hype
Affected the
around
drop.
that. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
I think so. I think so. I think that him not being in the spaces all day, not informing people of what's going on. Even after the drop, we used to be in the spaces just talking about
He's
stuff
laying
like that.
low.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Good for
laying.
him though. He needed to do that. He needed to lay low. People are gonna get over it. People are delicate. You know how it
People
is.
make mistakes, whatever it is, you
Right,
know,
right.
you know.
This year started looking bullish, but we have lost momentum. Do you agree with that statement?
For what?
NFTs, Vivi.
Yeah, I would say it's got its ebbs and flows. So this year started strong, but then sentiment got really bad a few months ago. I know, like I want to say February, March, sentiment was low, man. There's a lot of toxicity, a lot of anger on Twitter and stuff like that. Then I feel like things got a little better. And then like the news of VVverse came out, progress was made, crafting, and they hit some nice upgrades. But now that's kind of dying off, right? And we haven't gotten anything lately. And so I would say it's got ups and downs. And right now we're kind of like going on a little bit of a feels like a little down curve.
Feels like a little. So maybe the Viviverse is gonna save the game.
Yeah.
Last question about when it comes to NFTs. The Vision Pro. Are you excited about this thing?
Hell yeah, but I can't afford it right now.
I mean, I love
Emo.
AR technology.
Oh, I can't. Apple. I can't wait to see what they do. I mean, they're so good at like making things simple and seamless. I have an Oculus. I don't use it much, so I can't justify paying $3,000 for
Right,
this
right.
first iteration of it, man. But
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
really want one, man.
Yeah. Me too. I really want one. I might have to sell my kidney or something that month and
Nah, don't
get one on
sell
the
your
black market.
kidney,
Come
man.
on, man. I'm Web
No, not
3.
your kid.
I'm,
You need that.
I'm gonna make an NFT off my kidney, y'all. It's over. It's
Do that.
over.
Make an NFT of your kidney.
All
Super
right.
limited.
Yeah, super duper limited. Last question, man. And this is gonna be really personal. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to
I
answer
like
it.
personal questions.
All right, good. Comic books or collectibles?
Collectibles.
Oh, any reason?
Yeah, man. The comic. So I don't read comic books. I'm not like a big comic book guy, and I don't read them. So for me, it's like the cover. Covers are dope. I do love the comics too. Don't get me wrong. And I love the fact that they have real world parallels that people can like ascribe value to. Right. So you know when big ones come out, you have that real world parallel.
Right.
But the collectibles are dope. Right. Put them in
Yeah,
AR.
yeah.
Put them in the VV verse. I'm looking forward to see how they look there. It's my
Yeah,
thing.
no, I can dig
How
it. I
about
can
you?
dig
You
it.
more of a comics guy?
I'm more of a comic side.
You're an
For
artist.
Sure.
You're an
For
artist.
sure. Yeah, true story. And you know what? It's just the technology of the book. It's a book. You get to see it. You get to switch the pages.
Do you read them in AR?
I've read them outside of the I used to make videos on all the comic drops. So I used to go read the comic book and then do a breakdown video of the story.
Yeah, I remember those. I remember when you
So I was reading them back to back. As of recently, I've my role has just changed a little bit in the space. So I'm doing more of live content and I'm trying to, interview people. So I'm not doing those videos. So no, I haven't been reading them lately. But I do go through the comic book and find the secret rare panel, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was it? Was that the last question? I think that was the last question. Guys, if you guys are watching this right now, please like the video. We got Danny the Bull in the building. How did you get your name?
So Danny's actually my middle name. I didn't want to use my first name because I'm in like education and whatnot, and I was trying to hide my first. I didn't even show my face in my first video, so I was trying to come up with like a pseudonym. And then it was kind of like a mafia-like type of name, like Danny the Bull, like Sammy the Bull, Gravano. Because I grew up loving mafia movies, like Goodfellas, Godfather, stuff like that.
Nice. Danny
And the bull works perfectly with crypto.
It does. And
Right.
why bull? Are you a Taurus?
No, because I'm bullish.
Oh, bam. Make some noise and stop playing. Stop playing. I wish I had a cool name like that. I'm gonna be Kid Arcade.
BV Arcade. I'm a bull, man.
Oh, there he is.
You got a cool name. BV Arcade's dope because it goes along because you got the whole arcade look and you got the trivia. So I think it's dope.
Dope. What is your favorite toy back there?
Man, you know what? Right now it's this guy. Well, I got two. I'm gonna show you two.
Show and tell, y'all. Show and tell.
This is the Terrifier. You familiar? Like horror movies?
I do.
Do you know him or no?
But no, I'm not. I was never a horror movie fan guy.
All right, so I'm a big horror fan.
Okay.
This is from the Terrifier, the movie The Terrifier. This is Art the Clown. This is a super violent movie. Really well done. So I like him because you don't see him often, and so he's like obscure. So
nice.
I love my Scarface, my Tony Montana.
Oh, say hello to my little friend.
Hell yeah.
I actually got a Scarface tattoo.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. I actually have a bunch of celebrities. I'm from Hollywood, so I grew up on Hollywood Boulevard. So the stars on the street. I grew up.
Yeah.
So I got an Al Pacino on me. I love Al Pacino.
Oh, nice, Pacino.
Nice. Danny, we're going to play some games right now, man, because we're running out of time, man. This is spicy. We could have done 3 hours. Everybody, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and these games are easy, all right?
I hope so.
I have a collection of NFTs. Oh, man, you're gonna get them. You're going to get them. They're easy. They're easy. They're not that bad.
All right.
The prize, you're going to get some NFTs. And I have a collection of NFTs. I'll show them to you later. I don't want to bore you with them right now, but they're cool. Some cool NFTs. I'm going to send you some cool NFTs. And if everybody is watching, if you guys are watching, don't give them the answers, y'all. Let them come up with the answers. And if you do give them the answers, make sure you give them the wrong ones. Make some noise!
No, don't do that.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. So we're going to get into it. We're going to play a few games. The first one,
I'm nervous.
oh, you should be. So I usually have a co-host. He's not here right now, the biggest bro. But you got to beat the scam bot. I don't know if you know who the bots are. We have bots. There are bots everywhere, right?
Yeah, bots everywhere.
This is scam bot. He's naughty. He's naughty.
Get lost.
Now he's a bootlegger. That's why he's a pirate, because he hangs out in the open sea. So that's just him, all right? So we might end up in the open sea today. I'm not too sure if you like it, but we're going to jump into the first game. The first game is called Music Blind Box. I'm going to play a song, and you're going to have to tell me what collectible that song belongs to.
Oh, damn.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's go, kid. This is Music Blind Box. What collectible does this song belong to?
Tell me, what song is this from?
Toy Story?
What is it?
Toy Story? Woody?
Toy Story. Ooh. Is it Woody? Is that your final answer?
No.
Wait a minute. Woody doesn't even have music.
You got a cowboy hat. It's a cowboy song.
The Golden Moment has some music in the VV-verse, y'all. It's a collectible. It's on the app. It's on the VV app. What collectible does that belong? What song does that? What collectible does that song belong to?
Damn.
Oh, it is the lenticular card. Oh. Now the question that we all want to know is, do you have a lenticular card?
Thankfully, no. I didn't buy one.
Did you get for the drop?
Like $4,000 or something.
Yeah, it was up there. It was up there, man. This one crashed really bad.
They crashed bad. That's what I identify them with, but they're dope.
They actually came out right when everything was crashing.
Yeah, they were. That's like, yeah, that was like peak. That was like top.
Yeah. Well, I got another lenticular card for you. Let me know what collectible this song belongs to.
Tell me, what song is this from?
It's also lenticular.
Yes.
This sounds like Minnie Mouse.
Ooh, is it Minnie Mouse?
Probably not the way you said that.
Ooh, I actually don't even know who it is. We're going to find out right now. 5, 4. Let's fast forward this, man. Who is this? Oh, this is Daisy. Oh my goodness.
So close.
So close, but yet so far. Okay. We're going to jump away from the music blind box. We're going to jump on to the next game. It's okay because you still have a chance to win. This next game, we're going to have to go to the open sea, man. You're going to have to get on the boat. We're going to have to go to the open sea.
I'm ready.
All right. This one is double take. All right. Arr, mate. Let's drive me nuts. Arr, mate. I'm going to put a collectible on the screen, mate. And you're going to have to tell me what is wrong with this collectible.
30 seconds to tell us. What is wrong with this collectible?
What is wrong with Jasmine? Oh. There's something wrong with her, man. There's something wrong with her. What's wrong with Jasmine?
What's wrong with her? She looked good to me.
She looks good. She definitely
Earrings, man. The earrings are off.
Oh, what about the earrings? She
don't have earrings.
Oh, That is wrong.
Oh,
It's her eye colors. Her eyes are actually brown. They're not green.
oh damn.
Ooh,
I
make some
suck
noise for
at
my
this
Photoshop
game.
skills, y'all. Make some noise. I got Photoshop skills. Stop playing. Stop playing. All right, we're gonna
I
play
suck
one
at
more
this
game.
game, man.
Oh, we're gonna play one last game, man. Let me see. Let me see what games we got over here. We got something lined up for you. Are you a good sniper?
Hell yeah.
Oh, what was your best snipe?
No, I'm not a good sniper.
Oh, well, this one we're gonna take Kid Arcade. So Kid Arcade is that little skull guy, you know. His name's Kid Arcade. We're gonna go head over and we're gonna go try to snipe something in the vault. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
Got 30 seconds to guess the collectible. Your time starts now.
What collectible is this? What collectible is this? Take your time, but hurry up! You got 22 seconds. What collectible is this? You might have this collectible in your vault. I'm not too sure.
Well, I don't see much of it.
No, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to see a portion of it and tell me what collectible is this?
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what was it? It was a Cookie Monster oven. No!
Come on! Suck.
He got you. He won. He won. No! It's okay. You know, it's okay because we're going to give you a fatality round. Get this one. You're going to win the whole game, but you got to get this one.
I'm talking about
You got to get this
redemption.
one. You got to get this one, right?
Hell yeah, let's
What
get it.
collectible is
Got
this?
30 seconds to guess the collectible. Your time starts now.
Oh, this one's good though. This one's good. This was
Oh,
good.
I got it. Tinkerbell.
Oh!
Let's
He got
go!
Tinkerbell!
Let's go.
Oh, what
I
happened?
got
to
it
the
right.
Yeah, you did get it. You did get it. You did get it. Oh wait, what's up with my sound effects?
Here we go.
Oh wow. Okay,
I always come through in the end.
you always come through in the end, and you actually came through. So because you came through, we're gonna have to go find out to see what you won today. I'm so glad you actually won the game. You got the last question, man. Congratulations to you. Make some noise for Danny the Bull out here winning, man. Stop playing. Stop it, Scambot. Get out of here. Stop it. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, we're going to go spill the wheel of fortune. We're going to go find out what you won today. Let's go. Wow, it's hot in here. Uh-oh, what did you get today? What did you get today? Ooh, you got a red Hulk.
No.
That is right. You got a red
Love
Hulk.
it, man.
So all of these NFTs is from my NFT collection, and I do all of these by hand. I sit here and I draw all of these, no AI, none of that. I think I have over I want to say over 10,000 NFTs that we've minted and gave away in trivias in the past year. So
Wow, man.
all of these are exclusives, and I got some stuff that I'm gonna send you, man. I'm gonna spoil you today, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Do you collect NFTs outside of the big licensed IP NFTs?
I don't know. I've got a couple. That people have
Okay.
given me. Yeah.
Like prizes and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna shoot you some stuff and start your collection off right, man.
Nice. Man.
Hopefully one day in the VVverse you pull up one of those pieces and we get to enjoy it.
Hell yeah.
In front of your comics, in front of your comics or your collectibles. Danny, I really appreciate you, man, for taking the time of day
Yeah, man.
to hang out and play with us. We got to know you a little bit. We got to talk about some questions. I think I have some more questions that we didn't even get through, but maybe we can possibly do a part 2 one day, you know? Maybe.
Sure, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thank you, man. And what do you got planned? What do you got planned for your channel? What do you got planned for life? You're back at work, and you said you're a principal.
Assistant principal, yeah.
You're an assistant principal. In what grade do you do?
Middle school.
Middle
So 6
school.
through 8, yeah.
Is that difficult?
Yeah, it's an interesting age, but I've been working with this age group for about 23 years now, so
Oh wow.
it's fine. It's my niche, you know. It's good. I like
And
it. I enjoy it.
Are you? What's your background? What part of the? Are you in the U.S.?
Yeah, I'm in the U.S., New York.
You in New York? Dope. I
Yeah.
was just in New York last
Oh
month,
yeah.
actually. Yeah, I was in the Bronx
Oh,
and
nice.
Brooklyn doing some. It was the hip hop anniversary.
Yeah, 50th anniversary.
Yeah, so there was a lot of stuff
What
going
were you
down
there
in town.
for?
I was I'm part of a group that's based out of New York, the MZK, the Mighty Zulu Kings. We're
Okay.
breakdancers. I'm a professional
Oh,
breakdancer.
nice, dope. Yeah,
So we had some events out there. We had in Town Square, not Town Square,
Times Square.
yeah, Times Square. In Times Square, we had an event Saturday. We had our anniversary on Sunday. So it was just a weekend of events that we had to attend to.
A lot of stuff going on now with the 50th
Yeah,
anniversary.
a lot.
Yeah, there was a concert over in Yankee Stadium too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that's right. That's right. Was it during the day?
it was like an all-day thing. Yeah, so I think it
Yeah.
was started in like day and went to night. So everyone was there. Old school heads were there from like Run DMC to like new school
Ooh,
guys like Lil Wayne and I went to the Rock the Bells festival. So I love
nice.
hip hop. I grew up with hip hop.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah, I grew up with hip hop. I love hip hop.
Who's if you well besides Biggie, Tupac, and all that, top 5 MCs.
Strictly on from MC,
Yeah,
I
just
would
an MC
say
perspective.
yeah, Nas.
Ooh,
Um, I can't put them in order. Black Thought from the Roots.
ooh,
Yeah. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, I got to put him in there. Let's say Biggie, Eminem.
Dope, dope, dope,
I like
dope.
Big Pun. Yeah, a lot of
Ooh,
guys.
big pun. Do you like Big L?
Yeah, I love Big L. I
Big
went
L.
to so when Big L died, I went to a tribute concert for him
What?
in Manhattan. It was the whole Digging in the Crates crew was there. There were so many artists there. I still have the ticket stub. It says like Big L tribute or whatever. Yeah, I like
Whoa.
Big L too. Big L was good, man.
How about cannabis?
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
I
Cannabis, Stick
love
Around, Knockout.
cannabis.
Ugh.
Yo, I love when that album came out. I gotta confess, I was really always into hip hop, even though I'm from the LA. And all my homies used to clown me. Be like, oh, you into that New York stuff? No, 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 you know?
Yeah,
But when I
back
got,
then it was big with the coastal.
yeah, back in the days, this was like in the mid-90s, right?
Yeah.
But when I got the cannabis tape in 96, was it 96 or 97, that first one, right? That Can I Buzz? Man, even the 2000 BC, his second album, were the first two that I was really into. He had me Googling. I was learning about chakras, aliens. Like, I was just learning about the craziest thing because
He
of
is so
cannabis
good.
back in the 90s. So shout outs to cannabis, man. Stop
Yeah,
playing.
Cannabis was dope. And even like I loved his before his album came out, he was like he was on he guested on so many good songs.
Yeah,
And
he
his
did.
verse was like always last and he tore
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
yeah.
so many good verses on other people's songs.
Yeah. Cannabis is one of the goats. Unfortunately, did you see him battle Disaster a few years ago?
No,
No.
no.
You haven't seen anything about him in the last 10 years.
I mean, I've checked in on some of his posts, like some of his stuff,
Okay.
other albums, but I
Okay.
haven't. No, I haven't.
Okay.
It's bad.
It's really bad, but if you're a true fan, it's not going to affect you. But it actually broke my heart and almost made me cry because he battled a guy named Disaster. And I don't know if you know about Disaster.
No, I don't know Disaster.
Oh my goodness. He embarrassed him to the point where Cannabis turned around and took out a notepad. And the guy just started clowning him. It was just
It was live. Was it freestyle? Or
it's half freestyle and half written.
yeah,
But the dope cats, they freestyle. And
Yeah.
Disaster was just clowning him, saying, how you gonna be the best freestyler? You can't even freestyle. Like, it was really bad. And you just have to watch it because it's an hour battle. And Cannabis breaks down in the first 10 minutes and loses the next 50 badly by a landslide.
yeah, I gotta check it out.
Black Thought, Supernatural was in the building, and everybody their heads was down doing this the whole time.
Black Thought was there.
Everybody, yeah, I think Black Thought was there, yeah. Black
Yeah,
Thought, Supernat was there. I can't rethink off the top of my head who was there, but a Cannabis doing a modern battle. A lot of old school cats and showed
yeah,
up,
sure.
and it was bad. It was bad, man.
That's sad, man. Cannabis had so much potential, man. I
Yeah.
think he went wrong though with Wyclef Jean
Yeah.
produced his first album, and that wasn't the right fit for him, man.
Yeah, and then him disrespecting
Beat-wise.
Wyclef afterwards.
Yeah, he turned on him. He looked like a
It-
clown.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he picked the battle with LL.
yeah, and Eminem.
Yeah, it's the bad series of
And when the Horsemen came out with Corrupt, Raz Kass, that was an all right movement. But Cannabis is the type of artist that if I played in the car, I can't listen to that with my girl.
yeah.
You know, my girl's not trying to listen to hip hop like that. Like, you know, she's a white girl from Wisconsin, from San Francisco. She's not into rap. I'm into rap. I'm into hip hop.
Yeah.
So cannabis is not something that she would listen to. She'll listen to other rap that sounds nicer, but cannabis, yo, I'm a nuclear. You know, it's just too much.
That's that 90s like battle rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny, man, I really appreciate you for your time, man.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Thank you so much. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had a great time, man. It was a good time. I'll have to have you on my channel too.
Thank you for joining us, man. Oh, I didn't even check the chats at all. People probably think this is pre-recorded. What's good, J Kill, man? I see you out there. J Kill, he wasn't ready. X-Men all the way. Hinano's in the building. J Kill, DM you a video where I met Cannabis. Cannabis is the GOAT, man. Stop it, guys. Big L's the GOAT too. Dino is the shady mofo. Oh, Crypto Keeper, stop playing. Why is he shady? Because he floors his NFTs. Let him floor it, man. That's what we're here for. Toy Story, Lenticular Card, VV Darklink. All right. So, Danny, is there anything else you want to leave us off with? Anything you want to plug? Your YouTube is already on the link in the description.
Cool. Nah, man, just, thanks to everyone coming through, man. I always enjoy talking. This is the first time we got I saw you in Designer Con. You were painting, but I didn't know you. So
I think I could recognize you from that night also.
Yeah. But super dope to chat with you over here, man. And yeah, I just love this community and making content and everything.
Me too. This is awesome, right? It's a whole
It's fun.
new group.
Yeah.
A new group of friends, a new community, and it's very supportive. I come from a community like hip hop, right? Hip hop is very competitive. I'm a b-boy, so the battle is like you got to lose for me to win. But in this game, we can all win together, and everybody's supportive in that sense. And I love that, man. I love that. So with that being said, Scambot, Scambot's in the building, guys. Yo, this is Danny the Bull. Go follow him on Instagram, on Twitter or X, YouTube. Danny, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. You're an asset. I was checking out some of your videos. I was checking out the VVverse video. You had an interview with Trevor. I was checking that out. You had an interview with Sleeping Comics. I was checking that out earlier. There's a couple of interviews hey, man, props to you, man. You're putting a lot of work, and I respect it. And thank you for coming on the channel and for taking the time out of your day, man. Thank you.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for having me. Good time.
I appreciate you. Peace, everybody.